That first encounter that we had in the morning was amazing. Fun, it was sweet.
He only went 3 steps after we last saw him. Packing out a whole elk. That is crazy.
So it's like, all right, yeah, I'll strap that thing to my back.
I know, I gotta tell you, it looks really freaking good on your back.
I feel super blessed. Just feel so blessed.
It's for sure a grizz.
Was it?
I don't know.
What happened?
There's something that woke me up last night outside my tent. It was making weird noises. Didn't sound like an elk, but I guess it could have been a moose or a deer. But I never heard a deer grunt like that.
What type of noise was it?
It was going. Like, it was weird. It didn't really even sound like that. I mean, that's the best impression I could do, but.
That's some big old dude, something strolled through camp last night. I didn't dare admit it because I was having all kinds of bear dreams last night. But when Michael woke up and said, something walked right by my tent, sniffed me out, I'm like, huh, maybe I wasn't hearing things.
I wish you could make elk shock bugle.
Me too.
You kind of can, but it'd be cool to just be able to like hoot out real quick, have one bugle.
Itty bitty bear.
Sounds great.
Just down here, kind of messing around. That's getting closer, so we gotta get down. We have a downhill thermal, so we can't go at him right now. We gotta go way around. You shoot. I'm shooting grouse, you shoot down. he was like, yeah, we might be, our wind cone might be skirting him barely. I just heard him right down here. Yeah, so, okay. We just got set up down here. We're a little bit lower than where Randy is. We got good back cover. But this sun's starting to poke through. Randy's bugled twice, haven't heard a response. So I don't know if he's coming in, but it was so close that I feel like I'd hear him walking through the woods. We'll stay here for a little bit and see what happens, but no response yet. Dude, that's the hunter. Very long way away. Like going the opposite direction. I don't think he's real interested, or... Did he ever respond? Yeah, but it was going away. He's going away. And I don't know, this road down here, is it open? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. One of them, like, sounded real... One of the bugles sounded pretty good, like, to chuckle after. But... Maybe I got a little too impatient and brought us in here too early. No, I think it's archery elk season. You gotta go after them. But usually there's more than one bull in that green. Yeah. Well, I think that there's still other ones over there that we just didn't really... Like, we heard this one and we liked this one because it was loud and closer. But there might be still some other ones up there. Over that way. You'd think we'd still heard them though. It's so quiet out today. It's pretty nice. Good conditions for hearing bugles. Okay. Let's go get closer. Yeah. Ready. He's just singing a little song down there. We need to strike up the band. Yep. Get him dancing. I like that plan. We just heard a bugle not too far from here, kind of in the area where we think this elk may be. So Randy's gonna drop behind. Dale and I are gonna go into this cover with some shade and hopefully get a close encounter and narrow one. Well, we got down there. Randy set up. Beautiful calling. We heard a bugle, and I finally thought for a second that was a real bull. And so Dale and I are standing there, kind of readjusting because we heard him bugle from one direction. And then he must have cut some distance. This guy that we just met, Daniel. What's up, man? And so we saw him. My heart was beating. I was like, I heard it sounded like an elk coming through. I was getting ready, and I saw him. So, but that's the way she goes. There's bugling elk in here, which is cool.
Yeah.
And
didn't even see a grouse.
Didn't see a grouse yet. We still got to hike back to the truck. So.
Yeah.
Corey, I can see the sunlight in the background and we're still at camp.
We're just that efficient. We don't have to get up early anymore. We just sleep in, kill elk. What time did you kill your elk? 3?
Yeah, 3 something.
They didn't even start bugling until 1 o'clock. It was quiet, and then 1 o'clock they started piping off. No, we had a late night packing John's bull, and we made it later by sitting around the fire eating back straps last night. Our bones were a little bit weary this morning, but we're getting moving. We plan to sleep in a little, so we're gonna go. We set some trail cameras out this summer. We're gonna go pick them up and bugle, of course, on our way in there. And then we'll wait for the 1 o'clock action to start.
We heard so many elk bugles last night packing John's elk out that every time I bugle, I imagine I'm just hearing bugles. I haven't heard a confirmed one yet.
Chilled here for about an hour and a half and ate some food. Now we're ready to head up. My trail camera I put out this summer is about 300 yards up the hill. We're gonna go grab it and hope when we get up to the top of the ridge that we hear an elk bugle.
Well, we just checked the trail camera. A little disappointing. Not as productive as the last trail camera, but 1 week ago there was a giant bull here, so came in one time and left and hasn't been back, and so our job now is to find him.
You awake?
No.
Enough. It's time to get going now.
We're gonna break down camp and move it with us a little bit closer to where we're hunting. We thought this was a good location, which it is, but it was an extra couple miles round trip to get in and out of where we're hunting. So we're gonna
move it with us. We're starting to feel the miles a little bit. We've been out 4 days and done almost, well, what did we say last night? 45 miles. 45 miles, so we're averaging about 11 miles a day, and we're starting to feel it a little bit.
All right, so first bugle of the morning, we got a response, and we got out our map and tried to locate where we think he's at, and it's a little ways, so we're going to try to go get positioned and set up and our wind checked and do a better job of trying to communicate today and get a good setup going and see if we can pull him in. So. So we hiked down through the bottom of this little piece that we're in and up the other side to where we thought we had pinpointed that bull on the map. Actually, we're pretty sure it's exactly where he was located after we got up here. And he just went dark on us, totally quiet, and that's the way hunting goes.
What's the old game plan, you think?
Well, I mean, no wind right now, no rain. I think we need to get hitting some of these canyons. Bugling a little bit, glassing up some cuts. These elk probably out in the reprod or out in the jack first feeding. And last night we had some pretty heavy wind, so I imagine it moved them around a lot. So it's like a fresh start. Yeah, we're in a new spot here. You know, just got started. Found a rub from this year, so we are just kind of looking around the topography and trying to figure out where an animal such as that would live. And we're gonna poke around and see if we can find him.
Today might not be a bad day to get one of those tired, angry bulls that didn't get much sleep last night because that storm was not good. And he's bugged by us bugging him.
Yeah, it's not overly exciting since we slept in here all night and did not hear a single bugle, nothing. The only living animal was the mouse that chewed my tent up while I was sleeping. So hopefully it's one of those times where you don't think there's any elk and then all of a sudden they surprise us and there's elk there. But it's a pretty big trek out of this hole to get up there. We're gonna start trying to climb out of here and see if we can find the bull. Okay, come on, going.
I'm getting mad.
That's pretty lame.
Let the emotion come out of my bugle.
You're angry bugling.
Angry bugle. Anger doesn't solve anything.
It's gonna be so exciting when one finally pipes off.
Yeah, we're just like on an every other day thing, right? 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. Or 0, 2, 4. So we worked our way up out of the bottom, bugling our heads off all the way up. There's not much elk sign, nothing answering. So we got another, looks like a good little drainage, 2 more before we get kind of where we want to be. So I don't know what the heck the elk are. It's weird. No sign. Totally quiet. Okay, so we relocated to a new trailhead and really cool looking country. We found just a little bit of water here that we're letting the horses get a little drink because we don't know how much is in this drainage, but I had seen some bulls in here earlier this summer, so we're gonna wind down in here and see what we can see. So super excited to start this week and get her done. So.
Just got to the top of this ridge. There's a whole pocket of elk over here, which is awesome. It looks like about 20 or so. A couple on the ridge over here, so they're a long ways away from us, but we found elk. He's over this point. There's a little bowl in this burn down here. He's squirrely. He's got one side that goes up and one side that goes down. There might be some more with him though. We're just trying to check it out. Covered up in elk right now. Kind of maybe slip off this side and tie off the horses. There's got to be 75 head over here, which is not super easy to hunt because there's way too many eyes and ears, but see what they're gonna do and then we can make a game plan. Bulls over there. One's really a nice bull. He's got 60, 70 head of cows though, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but we're just kind of watching them a minute, seeing where they end up. We're still 1,000 yards away from them, so the wind will be going down that canyon, but that sun's just coming up. As you can see, it's right in my face, but once those thermals go up, we gotta be careful. There's enough elk in there, we just gotta play it right. Lots of eyes and ears though, that makes it tough. His 50 in line. There's another really nice satellite bull, but he's a nice 6 point. It's like elk hunter's dream right here. This morning. Elk are all bedded. The bull's on the top of the herd. They're just in the sagebrush. I think when the sun hits them, they'll move into these like thicker aspen area, but just when you have a herd of 50, it's hard to navigate. Well, it's about 11 o'clock. So we just came back to the horses, let them feed for a minute. We're just gonna kind of chill, take a little rest ourselves for a minute. We're gonna go check this bull about noon, see once that sun hits him, if he where he moves the cows, then we're gonna make a game plan for tonight. So just gonna kind of wait and see. Those elk, they got up. They've worked down into the bottom where the water is. And we're gonna side hill up to this little point up here. So we're above them to see what they're gonna kind of do. He's right at 362 right now. 362. It's almost in bow range. It's a lot of red beauty. I can't shoot further than about 340. We've been kind of just sitting on these elk. Guy's getting up every couple hours and checking his cows, and it's just kind of fun to watch them, but still no real great approach into these guys without blowing everything up.
Well, we heard a cow call, and then we heard a little bugle. I'm not convinced it was an elk. I hope it is.
All in all, it was a pretty good day.